guys ready? All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Geoff Tice!
Fort Collins, how we feeling? Feeling good? Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you so much for being here. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful. Thank you for being here. I'm having the best week I've ever had in my life. Truly, I get to make these shows, get to be here with you guys. Also, my daughter, she just smiled for the first time in her life this week. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, she's 13, but pretty cool. Some emotional issues we're working through it. We're getting there. It's fine. She's our little miracle. It's going well. It's fine. It's a bummer is what it is. No, it's good. I have a 1.5-year-old. She's perfect. I love her so much. She's adorable. She's not a 13-year-old. But I did make a mistake, a huge mistake. Not her. She's not the mistake. She's great. That would actually be a bummer. She's amazing. The mistake I made was when I found out I was having a daughter, I was at a bachelor party with all my childhood friends. Yeah. So then the rest of the some of you have bad friends. I can feel it. Nice. Because then the rest of the bachelor party turned into all my friends trying to come up with the best name that I should name my future daughter. I left that bachelor party, and the number one ranked name that my friends think I should name my daughter is Luscious. I was like, dial it way back, bros. I'm not naming my daughter after a stripper in Scottsdale. Take it easy. I'm not doing that. We named her after my great-grandmother. We gave her just a classic family name. We named her Cinnamon, so hell yeah, it's going to be good. Even more of a bummer. It's fine. She's the best. I love her so much. I was holding her for the first time in the delivery room, holding my firstborn. She's crying. I'm crying. I don't know what to do. It's an emotional situation. I'm shaking her lightly back and forth, rocking her gently back and forth. They tell you to stop doing that pretty quick. I'm gently rocking her back and forth. I don't know what to do. I've never done this before. She's crying. From the back of the delivery room, a nurse goes, "Just sing her something. Just sing her a lullaby already. Like, that'll soothe her. Like, just sing her a lullaby." And in that moment, I was like, oh, I don't know any lullabies. Didn't need to know any lullabies before that point. It's kind of a weird dude. Just no kids singing lullabies. I'm rocking her back and forth, and I was like, okay, cool, lullaby. To the window! To the walls! I was like, I'll Google it. I'll do some research. That's my fault. My fault, everybody. It's on me. Just a nurse in the back, like, "Do the sweat drop down." Whoa. Didn't know this hospital was cool as hell. All right, nice. Let's party, dude. Let's go. Cinnamon's ready to go. Let's party. Bad. It's awesome. No, she's great. She's getting big. She's huge. I'm a large person. She's going to be a large person. It's great. I'm excited. That's nice. That's going to be recorded forever. Nice. Sick. She'll hear that for sure. It's great. It is. She's awesome. And it's true. They get big so fast. It is cliche. It's like in a blink of an eye. I feel like just a few months ago, even a few weeks ago, she was just this little blob of a person that I could leave in the living room for however long you guys think is appropriate. 10 minutes? Less than 2 minutes. For sure, less than 2 minutes. Don't call the cops. Now she's so big. She's huge. She's a menace. She's running around. She's grabbing stuff. She's breaking stuff. It's crazy. I have to keep up. I went from that. Now I have to treat her like she's a Philadelphia sports fan that just won a championship, and she's rioting in my living room. It's so specific. It's crazy. That's what she's doing, though. I turned into the riot police. I am setting up barricades to keep her out of places. I'm greasing up every important surface to keep her off of it. Every 5 minutes, I'm like, stop throwing batteries. Where did you get batteries from? Are those 9 volts? Why are the big ones? Did you go to Costco without me? What are you doing? Sometimes I'll just walk into the living room and she'll just be holding a push-up plank position. Out of nowhere, she'll just be doing a plank position. And I'm like, how long have you been in here? Definitely less than 2 minutes, for sure. For sure. Put it on the record, less than 2 minutes. And she'll be like shaking. And I'll be like walking in and she'll just make eye contact and then just fill her diaper. Just boom. It's so intimidating. I'm a big dude. I'm like, dial it back, lady. Take it easy. What are you training for? What do you know that I don't know? What are you doing? Babies aren't supposed to sweat like that. What are you doing in here? Stop sweating. It's good. You guys are a fun crowd. It's a good crowd. I say that because sometimes crowds are bad. Sometimes they're not as fun as you guys. That's why I wanted to be here and record here. One time I was doing a show at a club and a lady stood up in the middle of my set and she yelled from the back of the room at the top of her lungs, "Call 911." And I was like, nice, I'm killing it, yes. No, her friend passed out. I misread the situation pretty aggressively. This is not great. One time I was doing a show at a distillery and a lady came in off the street into the showroom, not a part of the show. And the way I would describe this woman is the drunkest person I've ever seen in my life. You guys have all seen this type of drunk person where as they walk, every step is somehow in a different direction. Like it looks like they're playing Dance Dance Revolution in front of the bar. Just alcoholics treadmill, like so many steps, burning so many calories, going nowhere. She stumbles in, she's making so much noise. She's like blackout drunk person noise where they're not saying anything, but they're saying everything at volume 11. They're just grumbling, just Russell Wilson. Like, I don't know what she's saying. Could be anything. It's gibberish. Everyone's staring at her. I have to say something. I have to acknowledge it. So all I say to diffuse the situation is, Mom, I told you to wait in the car. Easy joke, hacky joke. Crowd loved it. My mom hated it. She was upset. She comes firing towards the stage, another 55 million just combos. She's putting up high scores. She's crushing it. Then I realized she's not coming towards me. She has no idea a comedy show's even happening. She's on a different planet. She's so messed up. She's on Mars. She is headed to a bathroom that is perfectly and conveniently located on the side of the stage. The bathroom is touching the stage. Yeah, which for stand-up comedy, like when a joke bombs and no one laughs, that's a terrible feeling. But when a joke bombs and no one laughs and then you hear a toilet flush, that's devastating. That hurts at a molecular level. That hurts at a metaphorical level. She's in the bathroom for no time at all, 10 seconds max, maybe 20. She comes out. Now I just have a drunk lady standing on stage with me. Just fine. I want to keep the joke going. I'm having a good time. It's all good. So all I say to keep the joke going is, does Dad know where you're at? He must be worried sick about you. Now, I don't know how many improv classes this woman had taken in her life. Yeah, or just how drunk she was. Because she looked at me dead stone cold in the eyes and just goes, I left your father years ago. I was like, she's a genius. She's a comedic genius. And then this is true, and it was way before Will Smith made it cool. She started punching me as many times as she could. I don't know why. All these little drunk haymakers. It's fine. I'm a big dude. I just hit her once. Just once. Lights out. Call 911. No, I didn't do that at all. I gave her like the Little League coach side hug. Like, everyone just calm down. Just everyone chill. Now I'm just holding a drunk lady on stage. Finally, someone from the bar comes and grabs her and takes her out. And I realized in that moment, I was like, oh, I don't have a joke that can follow that. I don't have a joke better than a lady crip walking in kind of taking a dump, and punching the comedian. That's such a good show. That's a great show. That's such a fun show. Luckily, I'm saved by her, because as she's being dragged out by the bouncer with one last muster of drunken energy, she turns around and yells to me, "Hurry the hell up, the car's running." I was like, get that lady a Netflix special tonight. That is the funniest person on the planet. The best. It's great. That lady was Amy Schumer. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So dumb. So dumb. It's good to be here. Yeah, as most of you know, some of you don't know who I am, which is great. My name is Geoff. It's Geoff with a G. It's Geoff. Yeah, bummer. Yeah. People spelling it. People just Geoff, Gobs. It's fine. It's just Geoff the wrong way. That's all it is. That's all it is. My parents were like, hey, let's give him a super regular name, but let's also make him have to explain it a lot to people. Just fine. It gets way worse. My middle name is Carlton. That's real. It's real. Yeah, it didn't click for me until I went to the DMV, and I'm holding my ID, and I handed it to the lady, and she looks at it, and she goes, "Oh, Jeffrey with a G and Carlton. Looks like someone's parents are fans of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air." I was like, what? I was like, lady, I've never realized that before. She's like, you're an idiot. I was like, all right, pretty aggressive for the DMV, but that's okay. It's fine. Kind of wild, but it's fine. It's all good. One guy, every time I say that, people are like, do the dance. I'm like, no, I'm too Caucasian. Absolutely not. You're not going to catch me doing that. Get out of here. It's very fun. I recently did another show. I realized I've just been doing too much comedy. I love doing comedy, but I got to dial it back a little bit. I do sets pretty much every night. And I realized I've been doing too much because I went to a wedding in New York with my wife. We're at this wedding. We're hanging out. I was like, man, I do too much comedy because the preacher started doing his set. That's not what it's called. And a minute in, he made a joke and it didn't land. I leaned over to my wife. I was like, this dude is bombing right now. Terrible joke structure. She's like, be quiet. We love these people. I'm like, all right, it's fine. It's fine. I also did another show. I was at I did a corporate gig recently, and I walk in and I'm trying to be, it's for just like a team building, networking event, trying to be conscious and nice and mindful to the company. So I walked in, I asked if there's anything they don't want me to say, any content restrictions, anything like that. Just trying to be nice. And the lady took one look at me and she goes, nah, dude, you're good. You can say whatever you like. And then she took a double take and she goes, well, just don't be too racist. I mean, I wasn't planning on it. All right, crazy, all right. That lady took one look at my haircut and she was like, just ease up on the hate speech, dude, all right? Just dial it back a little bit. It's fine. I also recently did a show in my friend's backyard because I'm crushing it. Comedy's going great. It's skyrocketing. It's the best. My buddy was like, hey, do you want $25 to tell jokes in my backyard? I was like, $25? I'm in your backyard right now. Where are you? He's like, it's 2 p.m. Get a job. Get out of my backyard. Something happened to that show that had never happened before. Everything's happened in a comedy show for me. Nothing new. Lady truly has punched me. Like nothing, no big surprises. First time for everything. I'm in my friend's backyard and I got heckled by his neighbor over the fence. Yeah, just from the darkness of the suburbs, I hear, hey man, you suck. I was like, all right, I'm just getting heckled by Wilson, I guess. What's happening? Nice, that's just a test to see how old the crowd is. Good. Yeah, good. If you didn't laugh, enjoy TikTok. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how the interface works. I'm so old. It's confusing. It is confusing. Yeah, I didn't know how to handle it. I had never been yelled at in the middle of the suburbs before. No one had screamed at me in the middle of the neighborhood before. Didn't know what to do. Then I thought about it for a second, and I was like, oh, I'm white, so I wrote a letter to their HOA. Got them, just to make their rates go up, hit them where it hurts, just a 10-page essay on the Nextdoor app. I just let them have it. Oh, you guys have the Nextdoor app. I could feel it. If you like a home improvement joke, you're going to love a Nextdoor app joke. I can feel that. If you don't know what the Nextdoor app is, it's a war zone. It is just coyotes and racism. Nothing else. No in between. There's a coyote and a contractor, and your neighbor Pam is furious about both of them. She's so upset. It's wild. I didn't want to talk about this, but here we are. We're doing it. We have a lady in our neighborhood. She sucks. Here we go. Her name is Pam. Put it on the record. We are filming. She hopefully sees this. She sucks. I'm coming for you, Pam. She's garbage. I hate her so much. But what about just the rest of the hour? Yeah, she sucks. I hate her. That's it. No, she's on Nextdoor. She's on our Nextdoor where I live, and I didn't know this. Apparently, in the neighborhood I live in, the rules are right now that you're allowed to own 0 chickens. Devastating. Because this woman is actively and aggressively trying to change the rules so that you're allowed to own 8 to 13 chickens. Which, all that means is this lady for sure already owns 8 to 13 chickens. And she's just trying to retrofit the rules to her life. That's all she's doing. That's like the CEO of your company being like, hey, you're not allowed to work here if you have a DUI. And then he gets a very public DUI. And he's like, all right, you get 1 DUI. Just one of those cool ones. Just one of those fun ones. One of those college ones. You guys get it. It's fine. One of those Lime scooter ones. You guys. Ride your bike to work in an eco-friendly way? Nice, yes. Sure. Yeah. My wife and I, we bought a house together, which was exciting. We waited for the worst possible time in the history of the world to do that, which was nice. Yeah, we're idiots. We saved up for years together, pooled our money together, and then we bought like a nice, quaint, like 2-door Ford Fiesta. It's awesome. It's neon green. It's beautiful. It's got a stick shift. They don't fit. No, it's great. Now we do live in like the suburbs area, and it's fine. I like it. It's the same kind of place I grew up in, but we have a bunch of like trash, delinquent kids causing problems in our neighborhood at night. Nextdoor app is on fire. It's crazy. They're causing problems. It's all good though. I was one of those kids growing up. I don't mind a little mischief. So now I'm excited to finally give back to the garbage kid community in my neighborhood. I'm excited to show them how it works. So what I've been doing every night, I've been filling up my mailbox all the way to the top, like to the brim, with loose glitter. Yeah. In the hopes that some kid drunk 2 a.m. drives by with his baseball bat and he's like, oh, hell yeah. Oh my God. I'm going to change that kid's life forever. That kid went out and got drunk, went out to vandalize some stuff, and found God all in one evening. He's going to make it. He doesn't need mushrooms. Look at him. He's crushing it. It's gorgeous. I'm excited for him. It's good. It's fun, man. I was driving and I saw something I've never seen in my life before. I was driving and I saw a gas station that is also a dispensary. It's a real place. It exists. And it has the most perfect name you could have for something like that. Perfect branding. I love it so much. It's called the Gas and Grass. Real place. Look it up. I hope they make $40 billion. I love that so much. That is perfect marketing, perfect branding, couldn't be better. That's such a good idea. That's so much better than the idea I had for a gas station that only sells cocaine. It's called the Pump and Bump. Nice. We got some cokeheads over here. Some cops over here. Nice. Thank you for your service, Bridget. You know the Pump and Bump, that place is open all night long. You go in, it's weirdly empty, but every bathroom stall is super packed. Swing through the Pump and Bump, ruin your life, man. Have a good time. It's also better than the other idea I had for a gas station that only sells meth. And that's called a gas station, just any of them. 7-Eleven, bro. Just Diamond Shamrock, it's fine. It's all good. I do like talking to people that are high, especially when they don't realize they have to do stuff. They're like, oh, whoa, I gotta be a person? It's the best. I love it. It's so much fun running into people like that. My favorite example of that, I was at an NBA game watching basketball in an arena, and they put a player up on the Jumbotron to interview him. And the first thing I realized when they put him up there, I was like, whoa, he is way too high for this. And then I got so, like, he was like first day of college, eyes closed, we're just going over the syllabus, high. He's so high. And I got excited because he had to answer a bunch of questions in front of thousands of people. First question they ask him, they go, what is your favorite book? Yeah. And he goes, my favorite book is The Jungle Book. And he, because it's a cartoon and I can watch it on TV. I was like, dude, that is the highest answer you could have given that. You were so close. You were so close. It is a book. And then he's like, cartoons, nice, yes. And that is also the most American answer you could give to that question. They're like, what's your favorite book? He's like, television. It's pretty American. Second question they ask him, they go, what is your favorite color? And he says, my favorite color, is probably macaroon. Yeah, not the color of the team that he plays for, or the color you may have thought he was trying to say. Maroon. He said macaroon. A delicious baked treat. I was like, dude, how did you just out high and out American your last answer? That's crazy. What's your favorite color? Food, snacks, treats, dude. Treats, cartoons and treats. Whoa, all right. It's like, catch you at the gas and grass, my dude. That's... See you there. I do love, I am a big sports fan. I like sports a lot. It's not new or anything. I think a lot of people do. It's sports, it's reality TV for bros. That's all it is. It's just unscripted drama. That's all it is. I love it so much. I was trying to think, the most dramatic, coolest thing I've ever seen live at a sporting event is I was watching a 15 and 16-year-old girls fast-pitch softball game. Yeah. Because I won soft clap, yes. Because I love drama, and I have a niece, so I'm at this softball game. This girl steps up to the plate to bat. This 16-year-old girl is batting. And then from the stands, this guy yells at the top of his lungs. From the bleachers, he screams, "Keep your eye on the ball, Sarah." And she goes, "Why don't you shut your fat face, Ron?" And I was like, whoa, nice. Someone's got a stepdad. Here we go. Greatest day of my life. Then, next to Ron, clearly this lady's been through it before, because this woman stands up and she yells, "You watch your mouth, young lady." Just smoking 100 cigarettes, just works at a diner. To which then Sarah yells, "You can shut the hell up too, Deborah." And I was like, oh, nice, foster parents, got it. First name basis. Then, the greatest moment I've ever seen in sports history. If that wasn't the best, first pitch comes down the plate. Sarah steps in, crushes a home run on the first pitch. The ball obliterates over the fence. It's an amazing moment. She's running around the bases like an angsty teen, Barry Bonds, like flexing at the other girls, just like, what? Like, she just won the World Series of hating her goddamn parents. It's so exciting. Everyone's up on their feet. Everyone's going crazy. Except two people. Ron and Deborah. They're seated and absolutely furious. Sarah runs across home plate, looks Ron right in the eyes, and just goes, "Me and Dylan love each other, and I'm moving out." I was like, what the hell is going on right now? It's like, are we just watching an episode of Maury with some softball thrown in? What's happening? What are we doing here? Ron doesn't miss a beat. He stands up, he looks at her and points and goes, "Dylan's a piece of trash. He's always been trash. Way to keep your eye on the ball." I was like, nice, he's a good dad. Yes, good, he's a good dad. Yes. One time I told that joke at a club, and a guy in the back, I just heard softly, he goes, "Huh." That didn't happen. And I was like, what part about that weird, specific story to my life do you think is not true? And he goes, "Oh, the part where a girl hit a home run." I was like, get out. Get out. We killed him. He's dead now. He's dead. I'm a hero. I'm a hero. I'm an ally and a hero. It's so stupid. It's fun. I played high school football for 2 weeks. And you can just quit. It's crazy. You don't have to put up with any of that. That's crazy. If you met kids, they're the worst. It's high school football players. I just was like, this is not for me. I played high school football for 2 weeks because I got hit by a linebacker coming across the middle. And as I was falling to the ground, my brain was like, oh, we're going to be an artist. We're going to learn to draw real good. Going to learn to doodle. Going to get real good at that. That's what we're doing. It's fun. It's fun. Now, my parents supported that. My parents are very supportive. It's awesome. It's bad for art, but it's great for life. You know, it's good. I love it. I have a great dad. My dad is a good dude. It's been weird lately though, because my dad just started drinking. Yeah, not like again. Or like this afternoon. For the first time in his life. Yeah, my dad got into his 60s and he's like, "Oh my God, have you guys heard of alcohol? This stuff's awesome." I'm like, weird move, Dad. Didn't realize how weird it was until I was driving over to my parents' house for the holidays. We stopped at the liquor store, and I was like, oh, my dad drinks now. I'll see if he wants anything. Hit him up. And in that moment, I realized talking to my dad now is like talking to a high schooler who has no idea what they like in alcohol. And he has no palate for it. Because he hit me back, and he goes, "Yeah, why don't you get something seasonal? Like peppermint schnapps." And I was just like, ew, no, Dad. So we're coming over for Thanksgiving, not prom, you weirdo. Just want me to see if the liquor store has corsages while we're at it? What are you doing? It's wild. I was at that bachelor party that I was hanging out with my friends I was talking about earlier. We're at this bachelor party. We're hanging out one night. We're getting, just sitting up late, talking about life, talking about just getting married, having kids, things like that, the stage of life we're at. And my buddy one night was like, "Man, I think my greatest fear right now in life is if I get a call in the middle of the night, something terrible could be happening to my parents. That's just the reality of where we're at in life right now." And then I thought about it, and I was like, man, I think my greatest fear in life is if I get a call in the middle of the night, it could be my dad drunk dialing me for the first time ever. I get a call at 3 a.m. and it's just like, Greg. I'm like, "It's Jeff. What's up, Dad? What do you need?" He's like, I got really bad news for you. I was like, oh no, what is it? He's like, pooh, Santa Claus isn't real. I'm like, is that it? He's like, oh, so your mom's being a bit. I'm like, go to bed, Dad. Go to bed right now. He's like, I will right after I take this piss. Why are there shoes in here? I'm like, Dad, you're in the closet. He's like, you're in the closet. I'm like, cool, nice, sick. Appreciate it. Go to art school once, you know? It's fun. It's good. I went to my favorite place on the planet the other day. I go there 3 times a week. I love it more than anything. I went to Popeyes Chicken. Greatest place on earth. Truly, it rules. I love it more. It's unironic. My favorite restaurant. I love Popeyes so much because the service is so good. Some of you have been there or have the internet. Why are they fighting all the time? It's crazy. It's the best place. The reason the service is so good is because they don't want you there at all. They are so upset that you decided to come to their place of work and ask for food, and it makes me so happy. I love that to my core. Those are the type of people I want to spend my life around. Every person who works at a Popeyes Chicken has the same energy as a teacher that's about to retire in 2 weeks. Same person. You walk in, you're like, hey, can I get a chicken sandwich? And in unison, they're like, I don't know, can you? You're like, am I in trouble? Are you going to call my parents? What are we doing? One time I pulled up to the drive-thru and they played like a little pre-recorded promotional jingle. It was like, Louisiana-style chicken, buy our new nuggets. The recording ended. I just heard, what do you want? I was like, all right. I was like, Popeyes knows food tastes better when you're terrified. That's how it works. That's just nature. That's just how it goes. That is not the vibe you get at Chick-fil-A. What the hell is going on at that youth group? Also well aware I know I look like I manage a Chick-fil-A. Don't laugh. That's not the best laugh of the. Don't laugh that hard. Take it easy. Oh, that doesn't feel good. That doesn't. It's not the best. It's not great. You take it easy. My pleasure? My pleasure. They have to say, my pleasure. It's mandatory. If they so you say thank you, they have to reply with my pleasure. No one at Popeyes has ever felt pleasure. They're not allowed to. It's in the training. And they beat it out of them. It's good. Got sad? Those are fun. It's fun. It's fun times. I'm married. I've been married a long time. My wife and I are actually high school sweethearts. Yeah, thank you. Or what you guys would call settling is what that's called. Yeah. We went to prom together, and they're like, oh, we should just do this every night. This is awesome. And then we did. We're idiots. There's no life experience. It's fine. To be completely clear and transparent, my wife is the one who settled. She's awesome. I hate when comedians are like, dude, my wife sucks. It's like, my wife's whatever. It's like, hey, bro, you're a stand-up comedian. It's your fault. For sure, you did this. My wife's amazing. We've been together since we're 17. She grew up to be this incredibly talented, successful medical professional, which is awesome for me. Because I grew up to be a stand-up comedian and a graphic designer. So for her, it's like, oh, at least he's tall. I don't know. I can get the bowls down. I'm helpful. You know, I'm so tall, my pronouns are fee, fi, fo, fum. That's the dumbest joke you're going to hear tonight. By far the dumbest joke. It's silly. It's very silly. My wife is a great person. She is such a good person. I love her very much. She's a better person than me. She doesn't have Facebook, which on one hand is amazing for her mental health and just general well-being. But on the other hand, I don't know when her birthday is. We found a dumber joke. We found a dumber joke. We did it. We did it. We thought we weren't there, and then we did it. It's good. Now, my wife and I, we dated for 8 years before I finally proposed, which I found out is way too long. That's so long. No one cares about your life or your relationship at that point. When I finally proposed and we got engaged, half the reaction was all her friends just being like, oh, yeah, finally, you idiot. And then the other half was all my friends just being like, oh, we thought you were married already. We had no idea, dude. You stopped hanging out with us like 5 years ago. No clue. It's great. When I finally proposed, we were living in California at the time, and it was a beautiful moment. We walked out on the beach. It was at night. The moon is glistening over the ocean. I'm so excited. I'm like, this is perfect. Best night of our lives. I'm so excited. I look over at my wife. She looks perfect. I take a deep breath. She takes a deep breath. She looks out over the ocean, and she goes, I wonder how many, like, dead bodies are in that water right now. Medical people are lunatics. I don't know if you know this. There is a reason true crime is #1 everything. It's bad. And I was like, seriously? Like in my head, I was like, that's where your head's at right now? That's what you're thinking about right now? My head's at like happily ever after, greatest moment of our lives. Like, Can You Feel the Love Tonight by Elton John is blasting at volume 10 in my head. I look over at her, and in her head, it's just like, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. I was like, oh, you're a psycho. It's the best. It's the best. And then I was like, I don't care. I'm asking her. We're doing this. I don't care. It's been 8 years. I have to. And then she goes, no, seriously, like, what if a hand just washed up on the shore right now? I was like, I don't care. I'm asking her. I was like, did you say a hand with a ring on it? It's perfect. It's not good. It's not good. That last part didn't happen in real life, but what did happen is I got food poisoning and then threw up the rest of the night. Yeah, it was a bummer. Also, my wife hates beaches at night. Didn't know that going into it, so that was fun. She's from Colorado. She hates beaches. It's fun. It's all good. Here's the thing. I've been married a long time. The thing that people don't tell you about marriage and is in your 20s, no one tells you in your 20s that you have to go to all your friends' first weddings. Yes, good divorced energy, good, yes, good. Because you find out in your 30s that you have to go to all your friends' second weddings, and you're just not ready for it. But I love it. I love a first wedding. I love a second wedding. They're so different, but they're awesome. First wedding, always in the same place. They're in the bride's hometown chapel. They paid way too much money. It's gorgeous. It rocks. First weddings are awesome. Second wedding, always in the Dominican Republic. Just so no one will go this time. First weddings, they'll have like little nieces and nephews, like walking down the aisle, throwing petals. They're doing a terrible job, but there's a beautiful little photo op. It's great. Nieces, nephews, it's awesome. Never at a second wedding. No flowers, no nieces or nephews. Every time, just 3 furious stepkids off to the side. So upset that their mom's about to marry some dude named Ryan. Just, Ryan sucks, dude. Ryan's got snakes. He's a weird guy. It's like one of those aquarium guys. You know what I'm talking about? He's a weird guy. First weddings, they'll straight up read out of the Bible. They'll have Bible scripture readings at a first wedding. They will hit you with the hits. They'll play the hits. They'll hit you with verses everyone knows. They'll start with like, love is patient, love is kind, Sing along if you know the words. Love does not boast. Love is not envious. Not at a second wedding. The second wedding, they'll just straight up read 90s song lyrics. You'll get there and they're like, "Ooh, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me. No more." You're like, "Ooh, that got sad. That got so sad." That's a bummer. That got really sad. It's fine. The other thing they don't tell you when you're married is the thing I found out. You want your in-laws and your parents to like each other, but you don't want your in-laws and your parents to love each other. That's a problem. You want to keep some separation of church and state. You need to have... It is. Because I have a weird situation. It's unique. My mom works at a middle school office every day with my mother-in-law. Yeah, they go to the epicenter of the gossip earthquake every day. That's where it was invented, in the middle school hallways. I know, for a fact, my wife has complained about me to her mom, who has then told my mom, who then I've gotten a call about. That's the last thing I need. My mom calling me out of nowhere, being like, "Hey, Jeffrey, I heard from Sharon, who heard from your wife, that when you hold the baby, sometimes you're a little rough with her." And I'm like, "I'm 6'4", I have no control over my body. Take it easy. Actually, how about this? Why don't you tell Sharon to tell my wife that I thought she liked it rough? Okay, how about that?" How about you run that through your weird little 7th grade wartime operator system? You connect those wires for me. I'm just on the phone. My wife walks in. She's like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm like, "You'll find out tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow's a holiday. You'll find out on Tuesday." It's very silly. I grew up in Australia. I lived there till I was 12. Didn't keep any of the cool stuff. I don't have an accent. Here's that one bummer. Yeah. That is a bummer. My attractiveness plummets with an American accent. It's crazy. With my American accent, girls are like, "His nose is too big. I don't." With an Australian accent, they're like, "He's pretty proportional. He's proportional." It's fine. Stupid. Yeah. I didn't keep any of the cool stuff. I don't have an accent. I don't have the wallaby. They don't let you keep those. That's a customs issue, mostly. The one thing I did keep is I'm a huge fan of the sport cricket. Yeah, what a bummer. That is... Yeah, I love cricket so much that I bought a cricket video game for my PlayStation. Yeah. That game comes complete with divorce papers just in the box. They know exactly where you're at in life when you buy a cricket video game. The other thing about growing up in Australia is everything's dangerous. Everything's trying to kill you. It's cliche, but it's true. Everything is venomous. The way that they taught me growing up is if you see a venomous snake, the way that you're supposed to identify it and figure out if it's venomous is you're supposed to get something in between you and the snake, like a barrier, like a log, or like a little brother, whatever you can grab. And then you're supposed to identify the pattern on the back of the snake. And then once you can identify the pattern on the back of the snake, you get on an airplane and you move to America forever. It's fine. That's how that works. It's good. I do like traveling, though. I like getting out of the U.S. It feels good. Most recently, my wife and I took an awesome trip to, we went to England, Scotland, Ireland. It was a beautiful trip. Just factory settings on white people. Just where they're shipping them out. Just building them. Just sending them into the world. Ruining everything. It's fine. But no, we went to London. London was amazing. Everywhere we went in London, there was like this weird, sweet, delicious smell. I didn't know what it was. Couldn't put my finger on it. I went to this restaurant. I asked our server. I was like, "Hey man, what's that weird, sweet, delicious smell everywhere we go?" And he just goes, yeah, that's piss, dude. I was like, no, it smells good. And he goes, whatever you're into. I was like, cool, nice. Off, I'm going home. We went to Ireland, drank in all the pubs in Dublin. It was awesome. They didn't ID us once anywhere we went in Dublin. Not once did they ask us for ID. I asked our bartender, I was like, do you guys just not ask for ID in this country? And he goes, no, we treat drinking like it's a ride at Disney World. If you're this tall, we don't care. Go for it. Just have fun. Ruin your life. It's fun. Last place we went to Scotland. Scotland was beautiful. I thought we were going to have an issue with their accents. Everyone was fine. I could understand everyone we talked to except for one dude. Had no idea what this dude was saying. It was the thickest Scottish accent I've ever heard in my life. Didn't know. I couldn't understand him. Sounded like gibberish. I leaned over to my wife. I was like, I have no idea what this dude is saying. This is the thickest Scottish accent I've ever heard. And she just goes, yeah, he's speaking French. I was like, cool. Nice. Is it the most American person on the world? Yep. Time to go home. It's fine. It's fine.
We do have a Scottish in the house.
You have a Scottish in the house? We caught one. Where's he at? Oh, he's like literally putting his head down. He's like, I'm the only adult here. Where in Scotland are you from?
Hey, Aberdeen.
Aberdeen, nice. Yeah, same dude. Nice, sick. It for real sounds French. I swear to God. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I needed Edinburgh or St. Andrews. It's all I needed. There was no shot of anything else. And he said something else. So thank you for being here. That's great. He flew here just for the show. That's awesome. It's nice. I love that you treated him like a cat. He's like, we got one. We got one. We caught him. We got one right here. Make him wear kilts and play golf. We got him. He's drunk. He's always drunk. It's great. Thank you. It's fun. It's always good. Another place I went to. I recently went to another bachelor party. Just the worst person on the planet. I'm on tour going to bachelor parties. I don't actually do stand-up. I just go to bachelor parties. You guys are at a bachelor party right now. Make some noise. It's crazy. No, I recently went to Las Vegas with 10 dudes, which is too many dudes. And it's a bunch of dudes that look just like me. Just a bunch of Chads, Brads, Devins, Spencers, Austins, just Chick-fil-A corporate. Getting on a Southwest flight. They're rough. We all look like we just walked off a lacrosse field directly into workplace harassment training. My friends are aggressive. They're talking trash to a Southwest pilot as we're boarding the flight. They're like, what's up, bro? You want to do a shot? Don't crash, nerd. I was like, take it easy. Colin, it's 10 a.m., bro. Also, it's a Southwest pilot. They've already had 3 shots. It's all good. It's fine. We get on a flight. We go to Las Vegas. We get in a limo. And we drive to the most iconic fixture of the Las Vegas Strip. If you know it, yell it out. The most famous part of the Las Vegas Strip. I heard Taco Bell Cantina. Nice. Stratosphere's great. Bellagio's great. Perfect. One time a lady just yelled, "The water!" I was like, we know what you mean, but I need you to do 2 things, lady. Learn the word fountain and call your sponsor immediately. You're having a night. You're having a night. It's all good. But we didn't go there. We went to the Taco Bell Cantina. If you don't know what that is, it's obviously a Taco Bell. But it's a Taco Bell in Las Vegas that serves alcohol. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice. Dude. Just a dude in the back, just with his arms up. Hail, preach, brother, let's go. Just the most mid-prayer, Dear cheesy gordita crunch, please. It's just, yeah, dude. That was so involuntary, too. Just, That was great. It felt good. It felt right. You're my best friend. We are going to Taco Bell after the show. 100%. That's the greatest reaction I've ever heard. They serve alcohol at the Taco Bell Cantina, which nobody asked for that. That guy might have. So can I get a shot? They're like, get out of here. This is a strip mall. Taco Bell Cantina, they do serve. No one asked for that because you're not supposed to get drunk at a Taco Bell. So we pull up to the Taco Bell Cantina. I think I saw crazier stuff at the Taco Bell Cantina in Las Vegas than I saw at the Star Wars Cantina from the movie. It made me think of the dumbest game possible. I'll say something that I saw. You let me know if you think it was the Taco Bell Cantina in Las Vegas or the Star Wars Cantina from the movie. I'll start with an easy one. I saw an alien with a gun. Taco Bell Cantina. You guys, you know where this is going. Comedy's stupid. Yeah. Second thing I saw blatant racism. Star Wars Cantina, let's go. This guy knows about Jar Jar Binks. That's okay, that's fine. The joke's for one person. It's all good. You guys pulled back, I get it. The last thing I saw a guy pull out a sword and stab another guy in the neck. That was a Chipotle in Reno. What is going on there? That's my time, everyone. Thank you so much for spending this night with me. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Thank you.